What's up guys, I'm 𝔸𝕬𝕠𝕕𝕦. Welcome to my channel. In today's video we're going to be doing this look, which is kind of like a sultry kind of look for Valentine's Day. I mean, depending on if you like to wear color for Valentine's Day, I'm more of a neutral nudes girl, but I decided to do something a little bit different. So yeah, we're gonna be trying out some new products in today's video, so if you're interested in that, please keep on watching. And if you like videos like this, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you aren't already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. And let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get started. I've been buying a lot of makeup lately and not using them because I want to use them first on the channel. So with that being said, like, we're going to try to use some of my new makeup to create a look for Valentine's Day. Let's see where we're going to start. I got this primer sample from Rare Beauty. It's the Always an Optimist Illuminating Primer. I have a video dedicated to Rare Beauty plans. Like, Rare Beauty is one of those brands that like surprised me. I really did not expect to like it as much as I do. In that video we're going to try out some of the new products and we're just going to get into all things Rare Beauty. Okay, so the primer looks good. My skin feels moisturized and I see a little bit of illumination. There is a foundation that I haven't used on the channel yet, the Givenchy Prisme Libre Skincare Glow Foundation. I bought this during like the last Sephora sale, and I'm going to also use a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Oh, let me clip my hair up. So if you guys ever see anything on my channel that's like hair related, it's by me. So I will be leaving like a special discount code for my YouTube babes. If you guys would like to purchase anything from my site, that will be in the comments. But yeah, let's go ahead and get back to this makeup. So I'm just gonna pat that in. I got it in the shade 6N405. It's not like a perfect match. It's a little bit darker than me, but that doesn't bother me. You guys know that I don't care if a foundation is just like a tad bit darker because I always find a way to make it work. It's more of like a gel consistency. It's not full coverage. It's more like medium light but buildable. And it is scented. Like, now that I'm using it again, like, I could smell the fragrance, but I personally love it. Okay, on camera you can't really tell that it's a little bit darker. Yeah, but it is a nice glowy foundation. It's very pretty. Okay, so here's what it's looking like with just one pump. And I'm gonna add one more. And then go back over it with my sponge. I'm using a Juno & Co cloud sponge. I have a discount code. I'll leave it on the screen for you guys. Juno makes some of my favorite affordable sponges. Like, they're really good and it's like $5. I can't remember if I've used my liquid blush and bronzer by Made by Mitchell. Yeah, I really like these. I have it in shade Blend and Snatch, and I also have it in Cherry Cola, but I'm not sure what shade of blush we're going to use today, so I'm just going to use this as my bronzer. It's very pigmented, so I'm gonna try not to go in with a lot, but it's heavy on the pigment. And I probably could have used a lighter shade too. So this is more of like a liquid to powder formula, so it's not very glowy once you blend it in. I guess it depends on like what your base is, but it's not very glowy. It just warms you right up. I know I put a little bit too much, but let's see. Whatever is extra, I'm gonna just pat it on the back of my hand so I don't have to keep on blending. Take my sponge and even it all out. Of course, we're going to be using my Pat McGrath concealers, but now we're adding a new shade to the routine. I normally use MD22 M17, and now I have LM14, and this is just to add some extra brightness. 22 as my base to cancel out the darkness under my eyes. I do add a little bit here in the dark spots around my mouth and like a little under here. I let my under eyes set for a little bit, and then everywhere else I'm going to blend out. Okay, now we're using M17, and then a dot of 14 right in here. We're gonna see how that looks when it's all blended out, and we're gonna work on the rest of the areas besides the under eyes. I love that concealer so much. That's why I have 3 different shades, and I keep on buying more every time I run out. Like, that is my favorite concealer. Okay, now we're gonna set under the eyes. We're gonna be using the Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. I think I need a lot of color just to like keep with the bright under eye look, but this powder is like $50 and I'm not buying a new one right now. So I'm gonna put it on this little powder puff triangle. I'll link this down below, but it's in my Amazon shop if you guys want to try it out. But I just pat it on my hand. Powder is not one of those things that I need. I have so much powder, but it's really nice, and it's also scented. Using the Dior face powder. I'm not really a baker. I'll leave powder under my eyes for a little bit, but I don't make it a thing to like let it sit and bake. Now we're doing some powdered bronzer. This is by Makeup by Mario. We're going to be using the ColourPop Smoke and Roses palette. Look how pretty this palette is. I've been obsessed with ColourPop's. I think it's like 30 shades in here. Like, they're 30 shade palettes. Like, I have a few of them. Like, I don't feel like grabbing all of them, but every time they come out with one, I just buy it, even though I don't use all of them. But the pigment is where it needs to be. The shadows are buttery, very, very nice shadows. We're gonna start off by putting some of my bronzer on my lid, just to help everything be cohesive. And I don't really see a color that's like my bronzer in this palette, so I'm just going to use my bronzer. Let's see, we're going to start off with Pretender, which is this shade right here. You guys know that I'm pretty basic when it comes to eyeshadow looks, so we're just going to see where this takes me. So pretty. Okay, now we're going to go in with this guy, this shade right here, and we're going to apply that just a little bit lower, like right on top of the last shade. And I'm taking like the brush that I used for the first shade and just blending out any harsh lines and blending these colors together. This palette is called like Smoke and Roses, so I still want to like have a little bit of a smokiness to it. So I'm going to start off with this shade right here, and then maybe move into black depending on how this looks. Tap it right here. I feel like I should have probably used the purple shade right next to it, so I'm going to apply that on top. And then probably apply that red shade again on top. Yeah, like I just want it to be a little bit darker on the end part. It's so many pretty shimmers in this palette. I don't really know which one I want to use. But we're going to definitely put a base color on before I use a shimmer shade. I think I'm going to mix this shade and this shade. It's looking purple, but okay. And I'm going to use this color right here called On the Edge for my lid color. Okay, so I'm going to take my powder and apply it to where I would like to clean up this look. Hopefully that helps, because sometimes you might need concealer, but I don't want to go that deep. We're gonna try the pink blush today. We're gonna try that and see what that looks like. Okay, so I saw Patrick Ta do a tutorial using his blushes, and he uses the powder one first and then puts the cream on top, and he says like that adds to like the glowy look. So we're gonna try. Let's see. And I'm also scared of the color. Okay, it's really not that deep. I mean, when I say not that deep, I mean it wasn't that crazy. I thought it was going to give me like hella pigment and make me look like a clown, but it's not doing that. So it's actually very freaking pretty. I typically use like orangey kind of blushes. I do use pink, but I haven't used a hot pink before. So, and then we're going to use the cream side and see what happens. I do see a little bit of the glow. Okay, so the powder did neaten up my eyeshadow, so I'm gonna just take that off. We're gonna be using some drugstore lashes today, and these are the Demi Wispies by Ardell. You guys know I'm a mink lash kind of girl, but I've been really enjoying these drugstore lashes. With the Wispies, I like to cut them in half sometimes, depending on the look. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut them in half, but let me go ahead and put on some mascara. So I cut them to be about this small, and I just added on to the end part. We're gonna be using Milani's Rich Cocoa. I was sent these lip products from Kaja Beauty, and let me show you guys the packaging is. They're like in the shape of little hearts. So cute. It's more of like a powdered mousse kind of situation. It's not glossy, which is where I feel like I would like to take this look, but I'm gonna try these out. I'm trying to show you guys all of the colors, but they're like all like nudie tones. Since we're doing like a purpley pink look today, I'm gonna try this one. It's called a Sweet Softie. It looks very natural. Even though I like it, I do feel like it's more of like a natural kind of thing. So I'm gonna use Milani's new lipstick in Secret, and then we're gonna add a gloss on top of this. I think we're gonna use this hot pink lip gloss. I recently filmed a video with this lip combo and I really liked it, so we're just gonna use this gloss. And there you have it, guys. This is the final look. I love it. I mean, anytime I sit down and do my makeup, I pretty much love the way my makeup looks. I rarely do eyeshadow looks that look like this, and I think it turned out pretty nice. If you guys have any questions about any of the makeup that I tried out today, leave them down below for me. So yeah, guys, that wraps up today's video. If you enjoy videos like this, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.